Hello, peoples.
Morning.
Hello, Zelly, Bluesy, Josh, Katie, Alison. You'd recognise that, Broads, wouldn't you?
I am not far away.
The highlight of the slide.
Now, I do apologise. I'm not in lifestyle colours, but after the European spread, black's the only thing I feel good in at the moment, guys. It's very slimming. Very slimming. It's not good. It's not good. All right, I'll wait another minute. Hello, Zelly.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Going good, mate. I missed you yesterday.
Good. I know. I was out signing up a property.
Love it.
Had a choice, drinking or work, and I chose work.
Love it.
Welcome back anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, you obviously had a good time.
Had a great time.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Greg Bates, hello, good morning.
Hey, champion.
Okay. All right. So while I've been away, I spent a lot of time looking at our competition socials, and I spent a lot of time looking at our socials. All right. So I'm really intrigued in digital marketing. So I've been sort of playing around just with I'm getting rid of David Gray 75, but David C. Gray, I'm playing around with it at the moment. But digital marketing for our business is something that I really want to try and understand. I'm looking to actually do a course, Batesy. It's the way of the future. I mean, do you remember the old days, Batesy, when you used to sit in the office and wait for a call in?
Yes, mate, I sure do.
So they're pretty gone, yeah?
Or you were on duty. Or you were on duty looking after the windows.
So I looked at some of our competitors, and there's some good stuff going on. Some of them are doing pretty well in the digital marketing sense. So our creative team's got one part of that job to do, but I did a bit of an audit. Now I think digital marketing is something that won't make your business, but if you don't have it, I think it's going to affect you a lot. So what I mean by that is it shouldn't take you half an hour or an hour every day. It's a couple little things, but it's a CV. It's a CV. So basically my thought is now, so whenever I meet someone or interview someone, I go onto their socials and have a look. All right. Now, Greg Bates, you there?
Yes, mate, I am.
I've done an audit of our team. Some people have no social marketing. Some people, their last thing was in April. So we've got the biggest collectively group on the mid-north coast. And we've probably got 5, I'm not going to count, but maybe 5 active agents on social digital. What do you reckon would make a difference if we had all of our agents actively doing digital marketing, and then our creative team could then share that and then build on that? What do you think the compound difference was?
Bit powerful.
All right.
Huge.
So I'm pretty cranky and a little bit embarrassed that I haven't watched about the input of digital marketing. Now, some people mightn't understand it, but and that's fine. And Jake will have meetings with everyone. And for some of those people that might not be on social media themselves, I'm happy to help our team help run it. But how old are you, Batesy?
55 next week, mate.
55. So we've got some of our younger versions of the team, buddy. And as a leader of the team, what are your thoughts on some of our team not even being, I've got 30 to 40-year-olds not active on digital marketing. What's your thoughts?
Well, they're falling behind, I think. You know, it's just it's something that you've got to do. And I found, just personally, I found that me just being real behind the scenes, like sometimes being stupid, like I got the biggest reactions from us doing just stupid dances, you know, like it's just the little things that people react to. But the big thing is you're top of mind, you know, you're top of mind of all these people.
Yeah, and then that's your thing, you know, like, and that's what I
Yeah.
think. I think you need to be you, you know, like,
Yeah.
so whatever that is, and you need to be you. I struggle personally to work out what I want to put out there because as the CEO, it's a little bit different to what I'm putting out there. But as a real estate agent, if I was a real estate agent tomorrow, and I think there's a good guy that I'm watching in Queensland, and he's talking just about value. I mean, a lot of your followers are other real estate agents, but really we want to try and get our consumer out there. And I'm going to be talking to our digital marketing team about how we can capture all our landlords and make sure they're on there. But it's when I did the audit of our team collectively, I'm pretty embarrassed of where we're at. So with Jakey in the next week or two, I'm going to be building some minimum standards, and we need to follow that. If you're not understanding digital marketing, or if you're not on digital marketing, I'll work with that, and we'll do that some support. But you know, in 2022, you need a digital marketing presence. You there, buddy?
Yeah, mate.
Would you agree with me?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, it's part and parcel of selling real estate now, I think.
Cool. All right. So I'm really, really pumped and really, really excited about our business. When I was away, you should see the notes and things of everything I've taken. I'm not very good at sitting around the beach and just looking at the water. I've spent hours looking at what other real estate agents are doing, or what we're doing, or what we're doing. But I've got to say, there's some members of the team that will be hearing from me in the next few days, and I'm pretty disappointed of where they're at on their digital space. Some people that were active that are doing jack shit. You probably know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to embarrass anyone on here today, but there's also a few people doing some really good stuff. I'm not going to go through everyone, but I'm just going to touch base on a couple. So, Plusy.
Yep.
You're doing good, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie.
So why are you doing what you're doing, and how are you finding it, mate?
I think you touched on it earlier on. It's just having just continued presence.
Yeah.
I think Batesy said, look, at the end of the day, you just got to be you. And we talk about that, not constantly, but we talk about it, you know, probably once a week. Just what can we do? What can we do that's a little bit different? But also too, we've got an anchor point. We make sure we've got an anchor point, and that is our the week that was on Saturday afternoon. I think that's important. I walk down the street and people talk about that. I think you need an anchor point, so you can basically shoot from the hip, so to speak. But I think you need anchor points, and that's something continued they expect every week.
Yeah. And how about when I go around, and what are your thoughts if someone says, "Oh, I'm not prepared to do it"? What? So I'm hearing from the team guys. This is not just getting driven from me. What would, I mean, if you bought the business tomorrow, please, and I sat down with one of the team members and they said, "No, I'm just not prepared to do it." What would you say?
I don't think they're serious about the business.
Yeah,
That's true.
How about your?
It's part of life. It's part of life today as a real estate agent. And I think as we go deeper into their career, as we move forward, I think it's going to become even more relevant. You know, I think if you've got the next 30 years in real estate, which I haven't, but I think in the next 30 years, I think it's just going to become more and more relevant.
And my thought is, it doesn't. I reckon. Look, and I've probably not pushed this because I don't believe it. It's, you know, look. I think once you're on it, you've got to be consistent, because I think the difference is people notice what you do. I don't think this is actually going to really insane, like get you 10 listings a year out of it. But what I think it does is that when clients put you and two other agents up, I reckon they go on there and they look at it as a CV. I reckon it's your CV. I think they're looking at your socials while they're making a decision of what you're doing. Would you believe in that, Bluesy?
Sorry to interrupt, but I think it just makes you relevant. You've got to be relevant in this marketplace.
Yeah.
One thing I find talking to people to see, that week that was, which is live, Dave, I get good feedback from that. I know I do the monthly one, that's a formal one, but the weekly one we do is just me raw and it's a live video. The feedback that I get is people really like that because they know I'm going to make mistakes in that. And it's raw. And it's straight from the heart. It's straight from what's happened during the week, and there's stuff ups in it, just ums and ahs and so on. They really do like it.
And I think that's where people, like if you look at Gary V, and you look at all these other people, man, it doesn't matter what you look like. Like Gary V's probably one of those popular people on socials. Like the guy's just a little ugly little dude. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what we look like. It doesn't matter about our perfect. Like if you're a swearer, you can swear. If you're not a swearer, don't swear. I mean, look, real estate, we shouldn't be swearing. But what I mean, like you are who you are. Like, like I'm not going to get up there and do that dance. And I got better dad jokes than Bluesy, but I'm going to find my voice. And so it's about finding who it is. So if you got, Bluesy showing his sort of personality, and then Batesy showing his, and then the next person I want to speak to is Al. Then Allison's been doing a good job. So I'm not going to go through all of you. There's some others that are doing some good work. But yeah. So Al, what are you?
Yes.
How are you finding the digital space?
I just have a bit of fun with it, but I've got I've got a few different little tags, like delivering real estate with heart since 2003. I think mine's has a bit of a feminine feel to it. Like I've just.
It does.
Yeah.
You got a bit of class, girl. A bit of class to yours. Batesy's got a wiggling ass, and you've got class.
Yeah. I just try to have something up every day, whether it be something on the grid or just something in the stories, just something.
Yeah, because I've been watching some of our clients, some of our competitors, and they're really active, and it was doing my head in while I was away. And then I looked at ours, and then there's no stories or anything like that. So I'm going to talk to our creative team about it. But then I'm like, well, what content have they got? Because if there's only 3 or 4 you active out of 17, well, they've got nothing. But imagine if every single one of you guys are active. I'm just telling you, we'll own. It's just a big part of where we're going to go. It's going to be a compound. So we haven't had minimum standards. But and if you don't, I think you can start off slow, and it could be, and I'll talk to Jakey about it. It might be 2 posts a week, but at first, maybe you're just sharing things and not doing that. I know video is a little bit more intense for some people than others, but go and do a photo shoot. So you got 10 photos that you can use in different areas in your community. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. So in summary, digital marketing as a business, I'm really committed to. I'm going to be spending some money. I don't know if you guys have realized, but Shannon, she's got great management experience. So I've invested in that. We've invested in another social marketing meeting a girl. We've now got a team that's probably, doubled in size, but without your help, I can't, it's a waste of money. So if I'm going to invest in the Adrian Bows, the Lee Woodwards, the Josh Vegans, I'm going to, invest in this marketing space. We've done TV ads and buses and all that, and I'm going to be looking to spend some more money, especially now with Yamba coming on board up in the Northern Rivers. So I'm going to keep investing. I've got to tell you guys, it's not fair if you guys don't come to the party. All right. Mr. Blues, to finish off, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Ditto, Dave. It's something we talk about because I know it's my, I've got to, for me, I'm a mature agent. So at the end of the day, I think my clients or potential clients don't see me as equipped as the younger agent. So that's why I focus on it, or we focus on it, to ensure that we're sending that message that we're just as equipped when it comes to digital. Yeah,
I know. But if I was up against you, mate, I'd be talking, and if I was one of the younger agents in the team, I'd be talking about the fact that I understand that space better than you. And I got people that are 20 years younger than you, not even on fucking doing digitals. And that while I was away, I've got to tell you guys, pissed me off big time. All right. So, You know,
Dave, I know that the marketing team have provided, you know, like the 6 Ps of social media. Like I just sat down originally because I was like, oh, what am I going to put each, you know, from day to day or a couple of days a week, and just got some themes for a day. So it might, you know, so maybe for those that aren't sure what to put on there, maybe I just have like, so like each week I go on a Monday it's this, on a Tuesday it's that, whatever. And maybe I'm happy to chat to people if they want some help with it. But.
Yeah, so today, my plan is today is just to tell some of the people that I'm really happy with them. The other people, they know who they are, that I'm really cranky at them. All right, so people know where I'm coming. My next stage in the next week is to get a minimum standards of what's for the business. And then I'll work with people. Like, I know there's anxiety around videos and things like that. I'm not going to be a complete tosser about it. But in that, we'll come up with a plan for those people to actually understand it. At the end of the day, you want to be a real estate agent, you're a public figure. Like, that's who you are, you know? You got to be known. If you don't want to be known, then don't sell real estate. So I'll work with those people around their own anxiety or fears or anything like that we've all got around that sort of stuff, and work with people. I'm not going to be that. For some people that might not be digitally literate, whatever the word I'm looking for, we'll help with those people and we'll have some understanding. But like, you know, if you're under 50, like, learn it. Sorry guys, but learn it. You know what I mean? For some of the other people of the team, we'll work on that. But I'm going to organise a digital marketing workshop. All right. So today, for those that are doing well done. Thank you. For those people that think, well, maybe our business could do better. I know Nath Wilson's pushing us a bit in parts, but I'm like, I'm like, well, what can our creative team do? They can't share it. We need content from you guys. All right. So then we'll get minimum standards. We'll meet with you all individually. We'll do a digital workshop so that by September, we're hitting the ground running as a team and a business, and we grow together. This is about getting collectiveness in the size of the group, compounding, building each other up, supporting each other, and having a better business. So cool. Batesy, thoughts?
Yeah, so we're always we're always trying to think of different things as well. So what we've done, we've only put it in place this week, is we've booked half a day a month to do all content, like to shoot. We've organised a videographer. We've got a combined messenger app where we put all our thoughts during the course of the month into that, and then we'll come together and then shoot all that half a day a month, and then that should supply you for the whole month then. So it's important.
Yeah, and then guys, as a team, like, once we start seeing that and Batesy does something really cool, mate, Bros can be sharing that up in Evans Head, Zell can be sharing that in Lismore, and then freaking one of stupid Plusie's jokes, and all of a sudden, if it finally comes up with a good one, then you can share that. Now, look, it might take a while, but if it happens,
Dave, for the record, all those jokes that I do say online are passed on to me by people within the office. So they're not actually mine, but I'm a team player. I basically willing to share whatever people give me. Dave, I'm quite happy. This Friday, I'm quite happy to share your joke. Okay?
Okay, no problem, mate.
All right. Look forward to it. I'll see what the response I get.
All right. Well, maybe we can do it together, please. Maybe we can do it together.
All right, leave it to it.
All right. So, look, I think occasionally we need a slap. And for those that have been, you know, some people haven't commented since April, May, June, July, and those type of things. Not acceptable. Once again, we'll work with you. But yeah, let's build together as a team. You know, that's what we want. All right. Any Lee Dixon, you do pretty good on yours. How are you finding it to finish off?
Yeah, good. I struggle with content, but I just need to have a plan. So yeah. Mine is more, you know, something happens and I go, okay, I'll post it on Instagram, Facebook, but I don't have a real plan, and I think that's where I fall down with it. I'm not great on socials. Em's taught me a few things. Friends have taught me a few things. So I think it's just about being, you know, planning what you're going to do, like you say, And I need to get some good content, like Greg says, maybe get a videographer. I hate videos. I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm prepared to do that. All my socials that I did during that Stars the Hastings, the reaction I had from people saying you're everywhere with real estate, you're everywhere with Stars the Hastings. That was amazing, the feedback that I got from that. So it obviously reaches people and they notice. So and the other thing I was only thinking yesterday is when the agents share their listings, it'd be awesome if every single person in the group could share those listings across the group. Do you know what I mean? Like if everyone shared everyone's listings, the power behind that would be amazing.
Yeah, and then imagine if the I'm still not seeing it. Imagine if the owners are posting it, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Because if you ever see online that if anyone posts their own house, every one of their friends get behind it and support it. Like it's just the little things, guys. You know, or it's just all the little things, and then let's do it together, and then the power of the group is just going to be insane. And then you can't compete then with your competitors. But I'm seeing some of our smaller competitors having more of a digital impact than we are. So yeah, cool. All right, anyone got some other? So just finishing off, for the people that aren't comfortable with it, we'll hold your hand and work through it. But I suppose what I'm saying today is, you know, to be part of this team, you need to be open to work with us as well. Cool. All right, and then I think what I just got off Lisa as a business is I'll talk to the creative team about making sure that whether it's monthly or every couple of months is getting on and talking about content. But what will happen if everyone on this team is following Batesy, everyone on this team is following Nathan Wilson, if you're all following the top 5, you want to be following everyone, but if you're actively watching the top 5 people in the business, what they're doing, there's content just there. You know, and then if you want other agency, like just go on, there's 5 or 6 great agents around Australia doing great things. Just copy them. It's not hard. Cool. All right, guys, I was going to take 5 minutes and go back and speak to Bo and leave Jake to take it on. But once again, I was having too much fun. All right, well, I'm up in the Northern Rivers, heading back. I've got an appraisal in Warhope today. And then I'll be definitely around Port Friday. So, and then I'm actually coming down to Camden Haven on Friday as well. So hopefully see you guys before the end of the week. Have fun.
Yeah.
Bye.